I never believed that something truly dangerous could be hiding just a few steps away from my front door, until the night everything changed. It started in the most ordinary way: quiet street, late evening, nothing unusual. The kind of night where you hear distant dogs barking and the hum of refrigerators through thin walls. My neighbor lived alone, mid-40s, polite smile, always kept to himself, the type of person you barely notice, and that's exactly what made him invisible. But there was one strange thing. Every night at exactly 2:13 a.m., his basement light turned on. Not once in a while, not randomly, every single night. At first, I ignored it. Maybe he worked night shifts, maybe he had a hobby. But curiosity has a way of growing teeth when you feed it too many questions. One night, I decided to check. I told myself it was nothing, just a quick look, just peace of mind. But as I stood near his fence, I heard something that made my stomach tighten. Dragging sounds, slow, heavy, like something being moved across concrete. Then silence, complete, unnatural silence. The next morning, I tried to act normal when I saw him. He smiled like always and asked how I was doing. But for the first time, I noticed his eyes didn't match his smile. There was something guarded behind them, like a door half closed. That night, I couldn't resist anymore. I waited. 2:13 a.m. The basement light turned on again. But this time, I didn't just watch, I recorded. And that's when I saw it. A faint shadow moving behind the frosted basement window. Not one person, but two. Then a third shape appeared, briefly, before disappearing into the darkness below ground. My hands went cold. I told myself there had to be an explanation. There always is, right? But deep down, I already knew. The next day, I went to work but couldn't focus. Every sound felt louder. Every memory felt heavier. I kept thinking about that basement light, about those shadows, about the silence that followed. That evening, I made a decision I still regret and don't regret at the same time. I went closer. The back door of his house was slightly open. I stepped inside. The air was different, cold, heavy, like the house itself was holding its breath. Then I heard footsteps above me, slow, deliberate, and then his voice. "You shouldn't have come here." I froze. In that moment, everything I thought I knew about my neighbor collapsed. The calm smile, the polite greetings, the quiet life, none of it was real. And what happened next is something I still struggle to explain, something I wish I could forget. Because behind that basement door wasn't just a secret. It was something that should have never been hidden in plain sight. And here's the part that still haunts me. What if I never looked? What if I had just ignored the light like everyone else? Would the truth still be buried there? Or was it already waiting for the next curious neighbor? Because the scariest part isn't what I found. It's realizing how long it was hiding right next door.